What up, squad? I'm here with chapter 15 and we are diving right into Mikigami being introduced as the Heavenly King Slayer on a 4-game win streak with Warrior Bride Mary at his side. The audience is wondering who could be his mystery opponents in this tag team battle, as most of his competition has lost. The Coliseum MC introduced the opponents who have traveled from the Far East Island Nation, legendary ninja Suzu and legendary samurai Musashi. This feels more traditional than the ones we've seen before. I mean, we've seen firecasters, buff brawlers, spatial users, and big mama talent, but this seems basic in my opinion, which makes Marl and Zulu kind of intrigued by it. The audience gets interested in them as well, but Mikigami can't seem to figure out why. Mary states that those two share a name with famous warriors of the past, which may explain the reaction from everybody. Mikigami and Mary think they are using fake names, but the existence of the Far East Island is legendary itself. Mikigami starts wondering what Desmos is thinking by having them fight as she sits on her throne at the top. While the announcer tries to read off information, she's interrupted by someone from the audience. He yells that he had to pay 20 times the amount just to gain entry for an interesting fight, but is pissed that it's a fake samurai and ninja. The rest of the crowd chimes in with anger, but Mikigami is observing Musashi not reacting to the taunts. Musashi steps forward and tells Suzu that he's going to have a little fun now. He asks the crowd if they doubt him being a samurai and charges right at Mikigami. In a split second, Mary protects Mikigami and counters enough to push him back. Musashi makes the observation that Mary has good battle technique and experience, but her owner, Mikigami, does not, since he did not react at all. He calls him a stupid owner as Mikigami realizes that he really meant to kill him. This is a fight or die match and the movements Musashi displayed were all natural. Desmos has to get put on hold so that he can focus. Zulu makes the comment that Musashi's movements are the same as they are from the 100 Chronicles. The crowd starts to wonder if he really is that samurai as Musashi smiles and says that he's glad everyone has realized it now. Meanwhile, the attendant who brought him to the Coliseum recounts his time in the waiting room with him. Musashi explains that after the war ended, his country was unified and it was hard living in the time of peace as a warrior. That is why he came to the Coliseum but used a fake name so his parents couldn't find him. The attendant feels bad for Mikigami, but also happy that he can possibly win his salary back that he lost. Finally, the match is about to begin and the announcer has a new rule. Instead of becoming a slave to the winner, the loser will have to give up his slave, which shocks both Mikigami and Mary. Mikigami tells Mary that he knew nothing about that stipulation before Musashi calls out to her. He says that they will both fight and she will die while Suzu takes care of Mikigami. That being said, all is going according to plan as the battle starts and Mary smacks Mikigami. The crowd is confused, but this was part of the plan to throw them off and allow Mikigami to copy and use Mary's Flames of Purgatory. Musashi deduces Mikigami's copy skills, but that little display might be just a cover for the real plan. Musashi brushes it off and sees Mikigami and Mary advancing on them. Mary is using combination skills as Musashi activates his instant sword technique, which clashes with her own blade. Mary staggers and she realizes that his technique was on par with her own combination skills. Impressed that he was stopped by her once again, he tells her that it's time to go even faster as he channels his aura. Meanwhile, Suzu watches from a distance as Mikigami tells her not to be distracted. He fires off the Flames of Purgatory at Suzu, but she repels and makes clones, just like the Suzu of 100 Chronicles. Things look dire as the chapter comes to an end with a frustrated Mikigami. I want to apologize to you all for getting this out late. I had a lot of other content being pushed out, but there's no excuse for this. I'll be on top of the next chapter, which should be out in the next few days, if not the end of today for that matter. We have some powerful individuals in play right now. Desmos is clear on getting rid of Mikigami. If not that, then breaking up his slave harem, likely. I've seen the previews for chapter 16 and it looks like he had an emergency plan just in case, but we'll see and talk about it next time when I do the next video on Reincarnation Coliseum. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, drop your thoughts in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and follow on socials for updates. Until next time, keep it wavy and get your hustle on. I'm out.